high school soccer tournament for. Do you do both men and women, or just women?
I do work both men and women. The only thing that I can't work men for is international matches, because there's a specific rule that men can only work men's matches and women can only work women's matches.
Well, that's got to be real exciting. What do you do in your spare time?
What spare time? No, I mean, I love doing all sorts of different types of sports. So I get out whenever I can to cross-country ski and to bike and just take advantage of nature and being outside and having a chance to exercise while I'm relaxed and enjoy nature, enjoy my surroundings.
And what do you think about tonight? I'm guessing you have some of these individual players for Union Grove in your class.
Yeah, I certainly have some of the players, and it's really fun to be out here. They're doing a great job tonight, so it's exciting to be in the stands watching. I must admit that when I watch a game, it's hard for me to watch just the game and not the officials, but but I love having the chance to get out and see the students on the field.
Yeah, well, I get the same thing. They know that I'm a former official, so my partners up here in the booth will ask me, well, what do you think of that play? And I mean, I've never been a football official, but, you know, they'll still ask me, what do you think about that? And then they'll ask me how officials think. And I would always tell them, never look for trouble. It'll find you if you're an official. So, don't get, with me it was the whistle. Don't get whistle happy. With them it would be the flag. But, it's exciting talking to you. How long have you been at Union Grove teaching?
I've been at Union Grove since 2003.
2003, okay.
Yeah. So.
Would you like to say hello to your friend out there? I don't know if she's listening, but she might be, my neighbor.
Your neighbor is Mrs. Klaus here, and she's a teacher at Union Grove High School, and so I'd love to say hello to her if she's out there listening.
She said that you were friends, so do you get to many football games? Because I was told this was a special request by me to ask you to come to this.
Unfortunately, because of my travel schedule and me being out of the state most weekends, I don't get to come to very many football games. So this is kind of a special night for me to get to be out and see the students.
Is it going on right now where you're officiating?
Yes, we are nearing the end of our professional season for our women's top league in this country. So, yeah, definitely still traveling every weekend.
Well, you had to be very proud of our country and the World Cup, the United States.
Certainly was. It helps build the sport of soccer throughout the country. There are more and more spectators at the games all the time, and certainly those players in the national team have done so much to develop the sport.
Well, Margaret, we thank you for stopping up here, and as a token of our appreciation, we have a gift certificate from Victory Lane Car Wash. That's on Highway 20 on Washington Avenue. And they're one of our proud sponsors of high school football, so we'd like to give you that for sharing a few moments with us. And good luck on all your future endeavors in soccer.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you to the entire Union Grove community who's been so supportive.
All right, so we will step away for 2 minutes and come back and call that third quarter for you. You're listening to high school football on your radio, friend, AM 1400 WRJN.
Who says you have to be afraid of the dentist? At the office of Dr. Sanfilippo, they cater to cowards. Dr. Joe practices all the latest pain-free techniques, so there's no need for dental anxiety. From simple checkups to full reconstruction and rebuilding, Dr. Joe has you covered. Teeth whitening, natural colored fillings, and other cosmetics too. Schedule your appointment today at 886-6411. Dr. Joe Sanfilippo on Highway 20, just west of Green Bay Road, Racine.
Salute! Salute offers Italian handmade specialties including ravioli, tortellini, and gnocchi, plus a full bar featuring fine wines. Salute has been voted Racine's #1 Italian restaurant for 6 years in a row. You can afford the best. Salute lunch specials start at just $6.59. Here's Aunt Ida.
Let my family tradition be yours. Come and see your Aunt Ida at
Salute! Salute Italian Restaurant, 314 Main Street, Racine. See Salute's menu at saluterestaurantracine.com. That's SALUTE restaurantracine.com.
Ouch, that hurts.
That's you with back,
neck, arm, or leg pain, hurting and going slow. Get back in the game with Back in Action Chiropractic. Dr. Bakken finds the underlying reason for your pain and treats the cause using manipulation, massage, stretching, and exercise. He'll give you the tools you need to keep moving. Call Dr. Bakken to get back in action today.
Ah, that's better.
Back in Action Chiropractic on Green Bay Road, north of Regency Mall in Racine. Learn more at backinactionchiropractic.org.
At the Y, it's about more than sports and working out.
It's about making my community better.
Living a healthier life.
The Racine Family YMCA helps us spend time together as a family.
It's where I go to learn and play after school.
The Y strengthens communities
by helping kids reach their full potential, encouraging healthy living,
and inspiring social responsibility.
Get involved with the Y. Visit ymcaracine.org. Join the Y now.
What's your routine? Everybody has one. Morning coffee, a donut, or your local paper? Add Ling's Citgo to your routine. Ling's is spotless. The people are friendly, and the coffee's always hot. And now Ling's is offering their Citgo Rewards program.
Stop in and see how the Ling's Citgo Rewards program can save you money on things you buy every day.
You'll save on coffee and lots of other items too, even gas. So sign up today.
I am Dale Ling. We're a proud supporter of Racine High School sports.
Now, back to high school football on AM 1400 WRJN.
Dick Roussefa back with you at the Union Grove High School Complex. Let's run down some of the scores we have, some non-Racine County scores. Milwaukee Bayview leads Reagan 44-14. Actually, that's a final. Janesville Parker leads Beloit Memorial 18-7, 12 minutes to go in the third. Watertown over Wisconsin Lutheran 20-7, 9 minutes to go in the third. Franklin leads Case 35-7. Indian Trail leads Park 13-0. These are all halftime scores, I believe. Catholic Central leads Shoreland 24-14. That's a big ball game. And Wilmot over Waterford right now 10-7.
Catholic Central and Park are both in the second half.
Okay.
Doing my best to try to find what quarter they're in, but it's hard to find.
All right, so we're ready to start our third quarter, and here's a squib kick. Union Grove trying to catch Westosha off guard, and they didn't. So it'll be first down. First down for the Falcons. Big hole to climb here, 36-7 as we start the third quarter here. Once again, we thank Margaret for coming up on Dick's Corner at halftime. So McDermott, hands off.
Looked like it was Hughes on the carry there. It's hard to tell with the sea of bodies there.
Yeah, it was Hughes on that carry for Westosha.
They have Peterson now up on crutches on the sidelines, though, for Union Grove. If that's a serious injury, that would be a huge blow for Union Grove.
We see that right now. That will not be good as they go forward if that's a serious injury. Sometimes the crutches is just a precautionary thing as McDermott hands off again for the Falcons.
John
and it's
Varley
Hughes
with
again.
The tackle.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter, 36-7. Union Grove with that big lead. McDermott behind center. Hands off, and they're waiting for Kate Keebler on the delay handoff, and nothing there.
Yeah, the nose tackle blew that up at the snap of the football, got good penetration right after snap, knocked the center into the running back, and his sea of Union Grove defenders wrapped him up to force the fourth down.
So it's going to bring up 4th down. And Alex King back in punt formation for Westosha. And stoppage of play by the official.
Penalty flag dropped.
Thanks to Peg Graceffa for those scores. As we go on here.
Illegal substitution on Westosha.
And that big game we're going to keep our eyes on is that Shoreland Lutheran Catholic Central game. That's one of the bigger ones in the county. Alex King on the punt. Taken by Union Grove, and they get him right away on that high floating kick there.
A very nice tackle there by Jacob Worth. He's able to get him down to the ground before he can get too many yards. By the looks of it, if Worth misses that tackle, the returner had nothing but open field in front of him.
So Nelson brings him out. On the handoff.
Looks like it might be Austin Walker with the carry.
And it was Walker on that carry. And a nice gain on first down.
I wonder how much longer we're going to see Matthew Nelson in the game. It looks like the Walker's in the game now for Rarley at running back.
Yes, 9:40 to go. Nice gain there, 2nd and 5 at the 29. Being flushed out. They get him. They get Nelson. He couldn't get rid of it. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
And Logan Hughes on the sack there as he was trying to get the ball away. 3rd and 9.
And an update on Peterson, on Joe Peterson. According to his dad here from the Journal-Times, Peter Jackal said his son Mike could have an ACL injury. That could be serious.
Yeah, serious. Very tough blow, too.
So thanks to Peter for that. On the handoff, big hole.
We have a flag, too.
Big hole that time for
Peterson last week.
Walker again on that, in a big hole. Sorry, Evan, but
That's
I want to get that in because they blew a big hole. But here's a flag on the field.
A hold on Union Grove. I was going to say Peterson last week had 3 interceptions, and today he had over 100 yards receiving before that injury. So he's a big part of their team.
Yeah,
and I do wish him the best.
That'll be a big blow.
And Toby Roby's on the sidelines too with his ankle iced up on crutches.
So you know how they say sometimes wins can be This could be a devastating win for the Broncos.
So I hope with Roby and with Peterson, it's just precautionary. With a score like this, you don't necessarily need them back in the game. Let the injuries ice it down and hopefully heal.
8:36 to go in quarter number 3, 36-7. Union Grove with the lead. Nelson again behind center, goes back to pass, airs it out, throws, incomplete, and a flag on the play.
Probably pass interference.
Intended for Weibark for Union Grove. And I'm sure it's pushing, yes, pass interference on Westosha.
Zach Milhouse with the pass interference on that one. Got the contact there a little early. He had good position, was trying to make a good play on the ball, but he got the contact on him just a little early. He's got to time that a little bit better to avoid the penalty because he did make a good play on the ball. He just hit him early.
And it gives Union Grove a first down. And the best thing for Union Grove to do is just keep milking. Get that clock going.
Yeah, definitely. They are running out of the wishbone offense a little bit right now.
Yes, they are. And that'll consume time the way they're running. And that time it's Walker. Austin Walker, as you mentioned, Evan, he's getting a lot of touches now.
Yeah, I wonder if some of that has to do with the formation they're in with the wishbone. Which Riley might still be in there, but it's hard to tell with the numbers. But he might just be playing more of the traditional fullback role instead of getting the ball.
Well, the one thing they're doing, you can see, they're making sure they let that clock run down before they get out of it. And it could be due to what we're seeing on the sidelines
they don't want
with
any
these
more
injuries. Nelson in the